Hello, if you live in South Florida and are thinking of buying or selling a home, this really is going to affect you. It shocked me what's happening in the real estate market. I looked up one of the top agents in Hollywood, Florida, normally does probably a couple hundred sales a year. He has 33 active listings. Only 3 are under contract and only 17 sales in the last 6 months. For him, that is deader than dead. All over the country, it's deader than dead. The real estate market is dead. Sellers aren't selling, and only a few buyers are buying at bargain prices. And the reason is, I'm going to blame it on the Fed. On March 22nd, 2022, the Fed raised interest rates. The prior 6 months to March 22nd, 2022, I was heading for my best year ever, and that is since 1990. On that date, the market came to a screeching halt, and it's been dead ever since. The reason is we had that huge escalation of housing prices in the pandemic. We had, along with the huge escalation of housing prices, insurance went up and property taxes went up, which I call unjust enrichment for the state governments that have property taxes. So along with that, we're dealing with 7% interest rate. So in 2000, it took $59,000 to buy an average home. In 2024, it took $106,000 to buy that same home. I don't know if you've noticed where you live, but there's dozens of high-rise apartments going up. Now, I understand there's over 3,000 high-rise apartments going up all over the country, and these are not condos. These are rental units to force the middle class that can no longer afford homes into their high-priced rental units. Now, think about this. If you were to buy an average home today, probably around $450,000, $500,000, your payments can be about $3,500. But you're going to need about $30,000, $35,000 between your down payment and your closing cost. So to move into a high-rise apartment, it's going to be the same monthly payment, but you're going to save that $30,000, $35,000 in closing cost. So that, I think, is what the hedge funds are banking on, because they own these apartment buildings all over the country. Now, the way I think to solve the problem is, number one, the banks should extend the term of the mortgage from 30 years to 45 years. The federal government has the ability, President Trump has the ability to promulgate housing mortgage rates at no more than 4%. The governors of the states should lower the property taxes to 2000 levels. And do you know that the insurance for your primary home is not tax deductible? Well, the government should make interest is tax deductible, but the insurance payment, they should make that tax deductible too. I think that would be going a long way to solve the problem. But America, the housing market is in deep trouble. It's been that way going on now 3 years. I never thought it would happen. I used to move 100 homes a year. I'll be lucky to sell 6 or 7 homes this year. But everything I'm listing, at least I'm selling. And that's kind of good. So if you have any questions, I'm going to flash my card up and turn the camera around. You can read my card. I'm always available for your questions, whether you're buying or selling or just have a question. Feel free to call me. There's my number. And I'm going to flip the back number over. I work with my wife. This is her line, so if you don't speak English, habla español. Mi esposa de Peru, ella habla español muy bueno, obviously. So, that's what's happening in the housing market. All I can tell you is, if you work with me to buy or sell a home, you are getting an incredibly reliable, an incredibly knowledgeable, and an incredibly caring agent that has a marketing background that no other realtor has to my knowledge, because I was director of advertising for 3 major corporations: AutoZone, Jewel Foods, Super Value Stores, Public Relations Director for the ACBL. I'm a Navy veteran and very proud of my service. What I learned in the Navy was having my clients 6 o'clock, always putting you first and foremost. Not about the money, it's about doing a great job. Thanks for listening.